Hello everybody, I hope you're all having a fantastic evening so far. I know that I certainly have had a horrible day and would love nothing more than to go home and take off my shoes, but I'm sitting here doing this, organizing this on the way to the gym because I wanted to stick to my goals and I wanted to make sure that I get what I said done, finished. My to-do list will be finished before I sleep today. So I wanted to talk about goals, and recently I had a good friend of mine, a very, very close friend of mine, come to me and say, Rayne, my plan is to lose a significant amount of weight over the next 2 months. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to drop down from whatever absolute dog shit he's eating currently into 1800 calories per day, and then move gradually into 1400 calories per day, and then move gradually into a ridiculous 800 calories per day and sustain that over whatever number of weeks. And that was going to be something to the tune of, 2 weeks each over the next month and a half. And I said to that person, some alternative kind of diet plans, because I thought that what you've just described to me is a recipe for disaster and a recipe for failure. And that person said to me, look, man, I've done it before. I know what I'm doing. I can do it again. And in Australian, that basically means stop talking about this. I don't want to discuss this any further with you. So that's the end of the discussion. So that was that, we moved on with the conversation. But it got me thinking on the topic of setting goals. And I thought at the time that sounded like that was a recipe for failure. And it reminded me of two scenarios. And I've got some examples here, but it's often the case that the scenarios are different compared to how they might, it's not just applicable to diet. I've seen this with other things in the past before. And the first scenario is the person who has a goal. We're going to stick with the theme of diet, but let's say they have a goal to eat clean and exercise healthy for 7 days, and they reach their 7-day kill streak, then celebrate by eating junk food and not exercising. Then they end up doing, just redoing the damage that they've undone. They celebrate the fact that they have achieved not doing the thing by then going ahead and doing the thing again. Now, the other alternative is the person who does cheat meals or cheat days. They end up having one cheat meal or one cheat day, and then after that it turns into a massive blowout where they completely overdo it, and they end up going and having, a couple days to get back into the rhythm once again after they've had that cheat meal or cheat day. And again, they end up in this cycle of doing good. Maybe they're losing weight, they're doing good, they're going down, and then they have their cheat meal, and then they kind of stumble a bit, and then they get back into it, and then they have their cheat meal again, and they stumble again. And both of those scenarios, first and the second they're recipes for failure. And it got me thinking about setting goals and setting realistic goals and achievable goals. It's really, really interesting and really easy to go set a pie in the sky goal and to go and say, I want to do this or I want to do that. And funnily enough, thinking about the outcome and fixating on the outcome, it does something to the brain where it actually takes away your desire to put in the work required to achieve that outcome. So focusing on the outcome actually decreases your chances of success. But 100% setting an unrealistic goal, you're setting yourself a recipe for failure, not a recipe for achievement, which is in fact the opposite of what we want here. So my suggestion is to look at things sustainably, look at things realistically, and don't make a recipe for failure. If you like this kind of content, drop me a follow and see what I come up with next time. Thank you for your time. Have an awesome day or an awesome night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.